It's been a busy week for President-elect Donald Trump, who's been announcing a series of nominees for his administration. In his latest announcement, he chose General James Mattis to be the country's next Secretary of Defense. How this will impact Korea relations and what this would mean for Korea and the rest of the world. Our Kim Jung-soo takes an in-depth look.
President-elect Donald Trump named retired Marine General James Mattis to be his Secretary of Defense during a rally on Thursday in Cincinnati, Ohio. According to media reports, including the Washington Post, a formal announcement will be made next Monday. The 66-year-old Mattis, whose nicknames include Mad Dog and Warrior Monk, led the U.S. Central Command, which oversees military operations in the Middle East and Southwest Asia, from 2010 to 2013, before being replaced by the Obama administration for being too aggressive and hawkish. James Kim, director of Korea's Asan Institute for Policy Studies, says the Mattis appointment should be seen in context with Trump's recent announcements and promises.
He's emphasized three very important themes in his 100-day plan and the first 200-day plan. He's talked about making America great again. And secondly, he's also talked about bargaining with both adversaries and the allies from a position of strength. And finally, he's also stated his intent to increase the United States defense spending during his administration.
This means the Trump administration is willing to actively employ military force to improve its economic and diplomatic positions in relation to both allies and adversaries, including North Korea.
You take all of these three things together, and it seems to suggest that it is not necessarily an isolationist foreign policy, but a policy that emphasizes U.S. national interest and using the military strength as a key component or a tool for furthering that interest.
While Mattis is known as a tough negotiator, Kim says he should still be seen as a positive component to current South Korea-U.S. relations.
I think it's important to not stretch and overinterpret disappointment because policies are not made by a single individual within a cabinet. Having said that, I think it's also important to understand that James Mattis has come out publicly in support of keeping, if not strengthening, existing alliances that the United States has with other countries around the world. Certainly, that's a very positive news for South Korea.
Still, Mattis faces an important obstacle. Because he only retired in 2013, Congress will have to waive a requirement that states that a defense secretary must be a civilian for at least 7 years before leading the Pentagon. Kim Jung-soo, Arirang News.